good, y'all? This your boy Blak G 92. Now, for this evening, I'm gonna go ahead and do a reaction. Well, not say a reaction, but more so do my second part of my reaction to Better with Bob's recent video they came out with 2 weeks ago, titled Aladdin, Arabian Nights and Why It's Time for a Remake. And thus far, made some very sound arguments as to why it's a good time, better time than ever to do another remake of more so the original source material. That is. So I've managed to back up to like the 11:55 mark. I was gonna start for 12:06 mark, but I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna start from here. And 3, 2, 1.
Parts of the palace, such as the baths, was interesting from a visual point of view. The role
I
is
bet.
played by Israeli actress Pt.II, so yay for appropriate casting, but also for the fact that she is really very good.
Love has nothing to do with worth.
Mm.
Love is a madness.
It feels weird saying this, but she is very well cast to play a master storyteller.
What's he got to do with Alibaba?
He made Alibaba rich and famous.
And honestly, I'd happily call her absolutely definitive in the role of Scheherazade. Granted, the plot gives the character a lot more to do, and it makes it her story just as much as the others.
Well, that's
but
what's
if
up.
they ever do remake it like I'm suggesting, whoever plays the role will have a very tough job following her.
Tomorrow night.
I order you.
It wouldn't be the same story if I was ordered to tell it.
Dougray Scott is fine as Sharia,
It's a different story.
and this character gets a big but understandable overhaul to make him someone you'd actually want Scheherazade to end up with. Now his wife wasn't just unfaithful, she was cheating with his brother, and in the process of plotting to kill him, only getting accidentally killed in the crossfire.
Mm.
So now Sharia is traumatized both at the betrayal and the fact that he killed the woman he loved by accident, with Scheherazade emphasizing that she used to play with him when they were children. So this plan of marry a new girl and execute her the next day is wildly out of character.
Yeah,
There's no
it
way
is.
he could do it.
Yeah,
The
wouldn't
child
have.
in the palace was always so happy. Everybody loved her.
And of course, she's the first new wife, so no 4-digit executions on this guy's record. Again, Dougray Scott is fine.
Mm.
You made the story so gripping with your wit and your charm. Your beauty.
This was when on-screen portrayals of mental illness tended to just be lots of screaming and crying.
Yeah.
You're not going to get an especially deep portrayal. But it was
Nah, not really. I mean, not really. Especially in the time period this film was not film, but I think it was film or TV film, whatever. I forgot. Yeah, this program, more so this program came out, so you ain't gonna get that much well-rounded depiction of mental illness per se. Cause having to do with being betrayed, having your wife sleep with your brother, then accidentally killing your wife. Yeah, it's gonna affect. It's gonna do some damage up here in the head. So yeah, you probably and so yeah, you may have a point there. May not be the most well-rounded depiction per se of someone that's like have to deal with those feelings. But hey, we get what we can.
omit some of the softer scenes. And yep, this is technically an I Can Fix Him story, but
Mm.
apparently that has wide appeal.
I just miss killing you. And you ask if there's something you can do for me?
Dougray Scott also doubles up to play Amin the Beggar for the 4th segment,
Okay.
adapting the Sultan and the Beggar, where Scheherazade uses the dynamic between the two to parallel the one between him and his evil brother, played by James Frey, who has always been the go-to guy for shadowy villains and really disappears into his roles. He's
I see.
stealing Spanish ambassador and Elizabeth.
Boy. Damn thing turned off on me. Because ran out of space. Let me go ahead and remind you real quick.
Scheherazade uses the dynamic between the two to parallel the one between him and his evil brother, played by James Frey, who has always been the go-to guy for shadowy villains and really disappears into his roles.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah, you need
scene
actors like that.
Spanish ambassador and Elizabeth.
His Majesty finds it already cool.
Fans of Downton Abbey will also recognize Jim Carter playing the vizier in both the Frame story and the Sultan and the Beggar, with the former named Jafar, who is actually a real guy and actually introduced paper to Baghdad.
Oh, okay.
So he could be credited with helping start the Golden Age. It was the Thief of Baghdad that started portraying him as a villain, and Disney took cues from that. Another villain actor in the cast is Rufus Sewell, who later got stuck playing that guy you don't want the girl to end up with. But if you've seen him in anything else, you know how great he is. And he also played the lead in Dark City, which to me is a 10 out of 10 film. Here he gets to go against type and play a younger and kindly Alibaba, and I just like it when Rufus
Yeah.
And a fun aside
Poetic
is that I'm
justice.
worried that this tale shows up in a lot of African folklore, where there are only 6 thieves rather than 40. But speaking of both the 40 thieves and actors before they were famous, hey there, oh dead fair. I believe this was filmed before The Mummy, but released after, so everyone knew who it was by then.
Oh yeah, I'm sure
How
they
many
do.
of us do you want for the job?
Interesting. You rarely see Andy Serkis as himself these days. Like, I had no idea he was in this for his role as Golem as such. Interesting. See how actors and role in like roles prior to their big break. Interesting to see.
Couldn't have had a larger role, but there's no way I'd be willing to swap out Checky Cairo, who is great at playing the villain of the segment, Black Coda.
Made a mistake. We have to correct it.
And yeah, a French superstar and César nominee is great in a small role. Surprise, surprise. He chooses to play Black Coda as if this guy has a whole history we're not seeing, and really conveying the mystique. Hopefully I'm making sense, but Black Coda is a villain in an in-universe folktale, and his performance brings that across.
Hmm.
Spare me, you normies.
The Alibaba segment also has another César nominee in Amira Kassar as the serving girl Morgiana, and I love this little bit where she's being hyped up as beautiful and clever, and we get
You sound like you.
Like me.
Scheherazade is like totally not myself. And you're probably guessing that the Alibaba segment is my favorite, and you'd be correct. Also for thinking that Morgiana is the coolest character.
Does he love me? You're a camel, do you know about that?
Granted, in the original, she sets the 40 Thieves on fire with oil, but this is still pretty neat. The miniseries also adapts the lesser-known tale, The Story of the Hunchback, which, yeah, comedy gold. Hey there, Alexei Sale.
I have always supported my family. They have never wanted for anything. Apart from Uncle Abdullah, he's wanted for bigamy and murder.
But what we're really here for is that the third story in Scheherazade's collection is indeed Aladdin, and this might be the only
Okay.
adaptation to actually set it in China like it was originally. Although to elaborate on the whole Aladdin was really Chinese deal, note that the China described in the original is more recognizably Middle Eastern, and while that would accurately describe, say, the Xinjiang region with its heavy Islamic influence, it's probably just meant to be a general faraway place, since the sorcerer in the story is from the Maghreb, aka Northwest Africa, sometimes Morocco specifically, and they were at the opposite ends of the known world at the time. So the sorcerer being from Northwest Africa and the story taking place in China indicated that he'd traveled the world looking for the lamp, providing short
Well
account
then.
of why it was so special. So Disney's interpretation of Aladdin as an Arab is still pretty valid, but this one's choice to go with a Chinese interpretation is a neat way to distinguish the two,
Okay.
especially since here Scheherazade sets her stories in different places. The first one in Syria, the second in Turkey, the fourth in Egypt, and the fifth in Yemen, with the main story taking place in Iraq. Anyway, look who they got to be our Aladdin.
And don't ask me to trust you. I don't even trust my own shadow.
So, Bruce Lee, Mowgli, and Aladdin, as well as David in Lilo and Stitch. This man has a CV.
You could have anything you ever wanted.
How about stopping the rain?
Jason Scott Lee is a great Aladdin. And look who it is playing his sidekick here.
Just shows honesty doesn't pay.
Peek Sen Lim is also a delight as his snarky mother. She too doubles up in the frame story, indicating that Scheherazade learned about China from her.
Not so much of the mother. I'm young enough to be your granddaughter.
And since Jasmine is my second favorite Disney princess, you bet that any other incarnation of Aladdin's princess has big shoes to fill.
Oh yeah.
Here they have the inspired choice of Vanessa May, who's
Okay.
otherwise best known as a violinist, and according to Classic
Really?
FM, the best-selling solo violinist.
Really? I'm about to look at. I'm about to do some Googles of her work, and like I said, she definitely has the looks to pull off the role. Of course, as far as as the role of Jasmine in this iteration of the Aladdin story, which I had no idea where she said it was kind of setting in China per se, in that region of China per se. I had no idea. Learn something new every day.
Saddest words in any language.
Here, the princess is renamed Zubaida,
Mm.
because I guess Princess Badrul Badur doesn't roll off the tongue.
Have I
Probably
seen you
not.
somewhere, Prince?
I've been somewhere, but I would have remembered you, princess.
This version also includes the less powerful Genie of the Ring, as well as the lamp guy. And they're both played by John Leguizamo, who appears to be having a lot of fun. And the climax
Yeah.
is a magic battle where he's fighting with himself.
The hell?
Corshi is also a delight as the
Never see a wedding.
Yes, I agree.
My pet Raven and my best friend.
The fifth segment, The Three Princes, also has a very early role for James Callis, who the same year also starred in the aforementioned Hallmark miniseries for Jason and the Argonauts as the villainous Princess Spertes, which is more within type, but here you go.
Do you favor? I have 3 blockheads for sons. How can I favor anyone?
Damn.
Also have a one-scene wonder.
Talk about fucked up.
Who my introduction to was Coronation Street of all places, playing a character I loved who then turned out to be a real see you next Tuesday. In Arabian Nights, she plays both a girl in the harem and a femme fatale in the opening, and I honestly would have liked to see her play a bigger role in one of Scheherazad's stories.
If you don't, I'll wake him up, and he'll rip your head off.
This miniseries has a really good cast, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
These Hallmark miniseries could be a hit or miss in that department, but this one's pretty much all hits. They even
Really?
won an award specifically for the casting.
What?
Now, what we tended to be here for was the spectacle, because with the backing of a company like Hallmark, they often had some really good location filming blended with the constructed sets.
I bet.
Like their Jason and the Argonauts miniseries had so many well-chosen locations in addition to the sets, as did the Snow Queen and the Tenth Kingdom, and they struck the right balance between being escapist and still feeling real. Like, while I didn't mind the look of the Aladdin remake, in some ways it felt a bit constrained.
Yeah.
Agrabah theme park, even though the costumes were okay.
Oh yeah,
This
costumes were
Arabian
cool.
Nights was filmed on location in Turkey and Morocco. This helps make it feel authentic. Besides being beautifully shot and staged, and the costumes
That's the thing can't beat shooting films or shows on location. Can't beat shooting on location. Like it'll be any sort of built set or any green screen built city any day. Now this take nothing away from any cities built from CGI or having sets built, but having the shot on location, hey, works every time.
so many actors with the proper heritage or close enough, it really makes this feel like a good faith attempt to celebrate the culture it's portraying.
Okay.
Like, note the portrayal of the harem, or harem as you've probably heard elsewhere.
Oh yeah.
If your first thought is a den of forbidden fruit and all sorts of goings on, well, remember those European travel writers?
Uh-oh.
Being men, they weren't allowed in the harem.
Eh.
If you take a look at subgenres of exploitation films that revolve around women confined to spaces such as nunneries or prisons, you'll see that a lot of male writers think that as soon as women end up cloistered with no men around, in reality, a harem was just the living quarters for the women in the family, as well as female servants. where
Really?
No men were allowed,
Oh,
as it's shown
okay.
here. While Aisha Darka's character shows up in Sharia's imagination, him being the Sultan would allow him to enter freely. Fun fact, in a Persian household it would be called the Andaruni, or Zenana in India. Similar, you'll notice that the Ali Baba sequence has Morgiana performing a dance that Scheherazade is also shown doing, and this is where belly dancing as we know it comes from. Western ideas of belly dance derive from rakshaki, which may have started out as exercises for pregnant women, and I've tried it. It's an intense workout. But going back to those European travel writers who were allowed in the harem, due to gender segregation, they would likely have only seen the dances performed by slaves, and what we see in paintings is basically their exotic fantasy. And since Western nations were trying and failing to colonize the Ottoman Empire, they weren't exactly in a hurry to debunk this othering. So then we have operas like Salome set in the Middle East but created in the West, addressing their dancing heroines like this, and then in turn Middle Eastern performers adopting that costume because Western tourists expected it. And now they call it the bedla, which is just Arabic for suit. And Aladdin is deliberately anachronistic, with its belly dancers being conjured up by the genie, though I'm not sure about these gals. But anyway, these short scenes in Arabian Nights noticeably avoid the opportunity for some Orientalist titillation, which I appreciate, and it goes hand in hand with the series intend to be a respectful celebration of 1001 Nights and Middle Eastern folklore in general. Now, that's not to say the costumes are 100% historically accurate, and the interpretation here seems to be more of a fairy tale representation of the time period, which is valid, and they are brilliantly designed by Maurizio Milanotti, who also did the costumes for these obscure films. And since
Okay.
one of my latest soapboxes is the declining quality of costumes in movies not directed by Robin Eggers, I want to take a moment to appreciate what we used to have. And while I didn't hate the costumes in the Aladdin remake, there's really no comparison here. But I've talked enough, so let's bring this magic carpet in for a steady landing.
Right.
I like how you made that reference to Magic
This
Carpet
miniseries
landing.
did pretty well when it was first broadcast, getting 5 Emmy nominations and taking one of them home for its makeup. But
That's
costumes,
great.
alas,
country mourn over what happened, which devastated us all.
I mean, we did get the odd outlier like Prince of Persia starring Gemma Arterton, who could go both ways, and this is just an excuse for another great quote from Liana. Yeah, for the longest while, whenever it's a portrayal leaning towards positive, you get white actors in fake tan. When it's a work that wants you to hate them, then it's time for authentic casting.
Yeah.
But I like to think we've moved on a tad, since, after all, billion-dollar movie, and there's a writer called Cole Haddon who runs a fun blog called 5am Story Talk that I'd recommend, and he once pitched an Ocean's 11-style adventure movie starring the likes of Sinbad, Scheherazade, and Aladdin as played by Chow Yun-fat, with the studio-mandated token white character being a young Will Scarlet played by Zac Efron. And after reading that lengthy story, which sadly does not have a happy ending because Hollywood, imagination is still going. Just imagine a fresh Arabian Nights adaptation with the talent that is currently going around. Mina Massoud would be an excellent Sinbad. That could be a fun casting gag if Dennis Akdenis was Ali Baba, since he played Aladdin in Once Upon a Time.
Yeah.
Rami Malek as Sharia, maybe. If they're going to go with an Asian Aladdin, Jamie Chung has to be the princess.
Okay.
Of course, with an expansion of the role that does her talent justice.
I think that disqualifies you.
There's a canonical action girl called Miriam who'd be a good fit for Mufa Al-Aribi. And how about roles for Oded Fair, Nikki Tarabay, Shorey Agdishlu, Alexander Siddig? And I know plenty of up-and-coming performers who'd do great if they were given the opportunity. And the role of Scheherazade could introduce us all to a great new talent who just needs the showcase. I even joked to one of my director friends recently that it would be fun to do an adaptation with all the actors we currently know, but alas, Ireland and funding for homegrown productions. But yeah, you all don't want to see a low-budget adaptation where friggin' Brutus Bay is standing in for the Arabian desert. Hollywood, this bar was set high. Rise to the challenge. Make it hotter than hot in all the good ways.
Well, we shall see.
Big heads up.
And another very good, well thought out, not video essay, I would say, from Bob. And it got me interested in watching the show, matter of fact, if I could find it on any streaming platforms. And how he described each of the actors and tying in the history of portrayals of Middle Eastern cultures, and set them over the years. Very knowledgeable indeed, and reminds me of another video I watched a while back. This covering the same topic, and I found it interesting. He brought up the real origin of harem coming from harem and how it is morphed to something else. And that was something new I had no idea about. I would read these comments, but some of them would be probably long as shit. So one of them I could just read. Like, I was obsessed with the 10 Kingdom that came out. I said I never saw this miniseries. I have to find it. I'm gonna have to check. I'm gonna have to find that show if it's on any streaming platforms, like I said earlier. But if not, there's always DVDs. boy. But if you want me to interact with any more, like video essays or songs, music videos, whatever case may be, post them in the comment section below. If this is your first time watching my reaction video, be sure to hit that reaction channel. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button as well. And also be sure to hit me up in the social media accounts, which will be posted in the description box below. This is your boy Blak G 92, about to sign off. Holla at your boy. Peace.